Move on to topic two. Very, very different topic. Let's talk about wrestling themes. You know, we like pro wrestling here. You know, we enjoy breaking down pay-per-views, matches, all these types of things from time to time. So I thought I'd do a fun topic. Thanks to Lady for suggesting it. We're just talking about favorite wrestling themes over the years. What's, been a really good theme, stuff like that. Obviously, we're not going to be playing audio on stream. Fun DMCA and all that good stuff. I may listen to a few here just to kind of get the ball rolling, but for you guys, you're safe. You could pull it up yourself. Have some fun with that. But yeah, there's been a lot of good wrestling themes over the years. Obviously, you have a lot of good current stuff. You got stuff that's older. And then obviously the wide variety of companies. Not that I've watched all of them or have experience with them. So there's definitely going to be some exclusions here. You're like, what? You didn't talk about this New Japan theme? Well, I didn't even know. Or this AEW theme or whatever it is. But just kind of want to jump around. There's no organization to this. When is there ever? Just some themes that we want to talk about. Now, obviously you got some great ones. Let's start with more current day just because that's what's obviously current and on the top of my mind. We got a brand new one for DIY, which I think works out fantastically. I know their old theme, really enjoyed that, Rebel Heart or whatever that was. And I know Gargano was using that for his solo theme for a while. And then it is. And when he got called up, he was using it for a little while, and then they changed it. Because rights? I know they had, what was it? Now, I don't know the official name of the band that they had for a while down in NXT, so this is going to sound really weird talking out loud. CFO Money Sign, whatever that band is. I don't know if they had a falling out with them, and that's why they redid all the NXT music or whatever, but Def Rebel is taken over now. And they have some good hits too, don't get me wrong. But they did a remixed version of Gargano and DIY's theme, and it was not super great. But this new DIY theme, very good. Not gonna lie. I like the whole build up with like, we are DIY. I like the split. Obviously, it's a difference of video production, but the split, you get both of their logos, Chomp on the left, Gargano on the right, and the DIY in the middle. But for one of the newer themes, pretty kick-ass. Obviously, glad DIY is getting a push on the main roster. Hopefully, they can keep the momentum going there. But that theme I've enjoyed quite a bit. If we're talking other recent ones, Shotzi has a great one. It's a crazy one, fits her. But Welcome to the Ball Pit's great. And we got Io Sky, Io Sky, almost said Shirai, but that was her last name. When she turned heel, like I enjoyed personally her Genius of the Sky one. It was very basic, but when Io went heel and got that whole techno vibe trance theme, like that just escalated. Like Tokyo Shock is what it's called. That one just went above and beyond what she used to have. Oh God, don't blast your ears out. So her and Damage Control obviously been crushing it lately. So Io's got a great one. If we're gonna stick on these like NXT centric ones, because NXT was huge for those few years, Undisputed Era, you would be not mistaken. What's the word? Would it be silly to leave out? Probably not the most jamming, if we're going to use that term, of themes, but definitely memorable and sticks with you. I will say, speaking of Adam Cole, this is where the jumping around starts. When he went solo, hated that theme that he had initially, but it grew on me. The one he has over in AEW, shout out to Mikey Ruckus, crushed it. Absolutely a great song. I think it did really well on the Apple Music charts, if I'm not mistaken. But just right into it, that guitar riff, very good, very good. Who else we got more current? If I'm going to stick with the WWE side, just because that's where I'm more familiar. Okay, this one I like a lot and I didn't expect to like a lot because I don't like her. She's talented, but she kind of gets on my nerves. Charlotte Flair. I really like her one now. They changed it maybe a year and a half ago to this like all hail the queen type thing. It's got this, I don't know how to explain it super well. And I'm going to reference another wrestler and team in the bloodline, where that one hits different because it's more of like an ambiance and like you feel it. Like that's really good. I feel like Charlotte's new theme, it's not as powerful as the bloodlines, but it gives similar, I don't know, feelings in my opinion. Like it's got the same beginning as her old song with that like riff. I don't know, I'm very musical as you guys can tell already. But that build, all hail the queen, and then it's like this deep song just like hits you. And then I can't tell if it's woos, which would make sense, or what it is. But like, I don't know, it just kind of gives you chills. As a weird descriptor, similar to the bloodline. So that one took me by surprise of like, oh, I like this one a lot better than what you had. So that one's good. Let's just go to the WWE music page and see what rings a bells, because now I'm like, oh crap. Okay, if we're gonna get silly, let's get silly, right? Jey Uso. Right, lady? No! I thought it was the stupidest thing where it's just me, Uso. We're just going to write over that one line of the Usos one. But it's gotten over. Is that because his character's gotten over? Probably. But still, that's a funny one. Pretty Deadly had a good one. Now they don't. End thought. Now it's ass. I don't know if this is favorite, but I'm going to give it a shout out too. But Zoe Starks. I like Zoe Starks just because it's a harder, like, rock metal type theme. But let's stop with the mediocre. I didn't mean to be like, hey, Zoe, yours is cool. Mediocre. But I did, I guess. Let's talk about Rhea Ripley's theme. Oh my God. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, now we're going to get in the weird area for a moment. I meant to talk about this later on, but we're going to get into that weird area of like licensed music versus non-licensed music in terms of WWE. Don't get me wrong. Judgment Day's theme currently with Alter Bridge and, oh wow, I am blanking. I am such a shit Alter Bridge fan. Whatever Alter Bridge theme they have now, very good. But Rhea's theme, sung by the motionless and white guy, Chris Motionless, I don't know what is his name. Like, that theme, awesome. Very good theme. And she's had some good ones throughout, like the Ash Costello one. That one was good, but it's been like this evolution of her themes. And this, oh, Demon in Your Dreams, I thought this one was Brutality too. That one's great too. Like, just fits the evolution that she's been going through. Very good. Very good. Now, on the topic of licensed music, you got to shout out Edge. Oh, sorry. Adam Copeland. Another Alter Bridge, but Metalingus kicks ass. Very good. Who else has used licensed music if we're going to go down this rabbit hole? A lot. Because it's tough. Because you get, like, what's full licensed music, and then what's the ones where they just brought people in, you know, to kind of help. Because I was going to be like, oh, X-Pac's Run DMC one. But I think that was just Run DMC did it. It wasn't like their own song. Was Kings of Rock? You know, I think Kings of Rock was WWE owned. Fuck. It's one of those things too now, like any list without organization. You get lost, I don't even know where to go right now. There's too many directions. So I like brought that up and I'm like, yeah, totally. Licensed music. Yep, all of it. Who has I know AEW's been buying up music to use like nobody's business. I mean, you got Final Countdown for Bryan Danielson. That one's great, but it's just because Final Countdown's great. Okay, not licensed because Kenny bought this, but Kenny Omega's Battle Cry. Slow build, but when that thing kicks in, man. Little V, shout out to him. You can check him out on YouTube. He's got a lot of great covers. Learned about him through Maximilian Dude, another streamer. But yeah, they must run in similar circles because Little V did that music and he absolutely destroyed it. Good on him. Just because I'm scrolling here, once again, I apologize for the jumping around. Hope you're having fun and yelling at me like, oh, how'd you forget this one? Let's talk about Pete Dunne, ladies' favorite wrestler. Not really. You shut up over there. Pete Dunne's music, he has two. His original one, Butch. Well, no, Pete Dunne had one called Bruiserweight in NXT, which I loved. Bam, 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 bam. You know, it doesn't go as hard, but I like that one a lot. And then, yes, Butch has his theme, which I didn't even know because they rarely use it. Because he wrestles always with fucking Ridge Holland. I only knew about this one from the 2K games, so thank you. But that one's like more fast-paced and not bad. It's got a solid guitar to it. Bam, 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 bam. So he's got some good ones. Let's see. Back to the YouTube page. Oh, God, I gotta scroll. Weren't you talking about licensed music, Bret? I sure was. You know what? Maybe a Google search will help. We have the internet. Let's use it. WWE licensed music. Okay, let's be stupid again. What about WWE superstar Bad Bunny singing his own theme?
Oh, bro, that song is a bop.
It is. Let's just shout out that Puerto Rico crowd. Just you know, during the thing. I'm going to hell. That was awesome. That was a fucking thing of glory. How did I forget? Now we're gonna get into this. CM Punk, Cult of Personality. Great song. Once again licensed, but still great. Really, Goldberg had one? Oh, Megadeth. I never knew that one. We talked about Edge, talked about Punk. Okay, not that many. Oh, B! How did I forget? Rolling by Limp Bizkit for The Undertaker. Oh, absolutely. He was the badass. It's better. Okay, lady, I know you hate Limp Bizkit, but you must hate Kid Rock more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then at least be glad I didn't shout out that one. I am American Badass.
Oh, no.
Good intro, and then it sucks. So there's some fun license ones. Let's see. Who else currently has some good stuff going on? I do like the remixes for Balor and Damian Priest. Balor's been another one that's kind of been like this evolution of his theme music. Dakota Kai's isn't bad. The scream is a little much at the beginning, I'll admit. But that's a good one. Oh, okay. All right. This is the last one I'll give for like current day. Once again, I know I'm forgetting like 800. At least current WWE side. Wesley, if you guys like techno and like, I guess, trance, dance, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know. There's a lot of genres out there. But the MSK theme slapped. And then they had to do the little turn like, oop, Nash Carter ain't here anymore. Wes, you need your own theme? Let's take the MSK theme. Let's put a little twist on the side over here. Very, very good. So I would shout out both of those for recent WWE stuff. All right. AEW. Is there anything currently? I talked about Adam Cole. We talked about Punk. Obviously, that's a gray area. He's not in AEW anymore. We talked about Danielson with the licensing of the Final Countdown one. I'll shout out the Acclaimed. It's very simple, but it's got that extra layer where with Caster rapping each time he comes out a new rap. So I'll just give a shout out, little, like, hey, tip of the hat there. That's cool. Young Bucks, a great one. Trying to think other than that. Nobody's coming to mind. I know AW fans, calm down. I hear you. I know you're yelling at me. But I can't think of that many. So let's take a little bit of a side turn here, because I want to give TNA, Impact Wrestling, a little bit of a shout out here, because they had some good stuff back in their heyday, if you will. Now I feel, at least whenever I watch, it's very generic stuff. But back when, like, their early run of TNA, they had some great stuff. Sting had a really good theme there. Christians obviously has carried over to AEW, so both of theirs were good. AJ Styles, I think that was the peak. That was the best one they had there. The Get Ready to Fly theme, that drum, and going into it, like, that was great. Yeah, I think those are the three that stand out for them. I'm trying to think more modern day Impact, if anybody sticks out. I don't think so. Motor City Machine Guns have kept their theme forever. That one's a decent one too. Yeah, no, nobody else that I can really pinpoint. It's like, yeah, that's a really good one. So let's go with the old school. Let's go with the more old WWE, WCW. Now, I don't have a lot of experience with WCW, so you just calm down there. Yes, The Rock! Yes, Dwayne's obviously very impactful with the bam, his is great. I'm going to give a shout out to Chris Jericho's. I guess you could also say Judas is very good, also licensed now. That one's fantastic, but the Break the Walls Down theme, very good as well, especially with the countdowns. Once again, that's a whole another layer to it of, like, the video presentation adding to it. Those are good. The Hardy Boys, I think that's a licensed one, or it's like free royalty music. Personally, that one probably ranks on, like, the higher end for me. Trying to find that to download on my iPod, very difficult to find. What was it, Zach? Oh, crap. It was loaded by Zach Tempest, I think is what it was. And you couldn't find it anywhere. And I'm like, how? They're using it now. It makes no sense. But that one was a great one. I liked... The Brood's got a feeling to it. That, like, dark undertone, the whispers at the beginning, and then the... Once again, presentation with the fire helps. But that's another different layer, not necessarily in the music, obviously. I'm sorry?
Can I shout out my other two before I forget?
Yeah, please.
What they are?
Mm-hmm.
Triple H.
Oh, okay. Triple H.
And
Kane.
Kane.
Okay. Now, Kane had a few different ones.
Oh, the only one that I know.
It's gotta be Kane. Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that's a good one. He got one later which kept that same, like, note stuff, but it had lyrics. Who sang it? Ah, crud. What Remains? No. I don't know. It was some band that came in and did it, but yeah, those are decent. Yeah, Triple H's is good. He's another one who's had a lot of, not licensed stuff, but obviously Motorhead was his go-to band. And Lemmy and the crew did a few... They do two? I think they did two for him. They have The Game Now, which he's used most of the time. And he had The King of Kings. Then he had another... Oh, it was My Time. That one was totally different. It was a different band, but it was just... My time! My time! Oh, B, what do you mean? You didn't like his Hunter Hearst Helmsley gimmick where it was all the beep, 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 like trumpets and chimes when he was a fancy gentleman? I don't even know if you know that gimmick.
I only know of one song of his.
Fair enough. I mean, it'd be silly to leave out Stone Cold. It wasn't my like, it's not personally one of my favorites, but the glass shatter, like, just instantly, you know, oh, fuck. Like, he's coming out, not in a bad way, just like, uh-oh. And even though I hate the man's guts, Brock Lesnar's theme is great. The high-pitched guitar riff going into it, and then that dun, 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 like, that's good. It just sucks that it's tied in with him. Now, these are my favorite. This doesn't mean it's the top tip. It's the best of the best. 3 count.
Oh my god.
It's stupid, but it's good, and it's enjoyable. And it's the only WCW one I can think of. Because NWO is there, but like, nah, it's not one of my favorites. Like, obviously, I get it, but who else? Like, Hogan's is tough too, because I want to shout out that one, but Hogan's a piece of crap. Yeah, you gotta shout it out. Just leave him out of it, which is hard, I know, but still. Who else? I don't know. That might be all of them. Nobody else is calling out to me. And of course, it's going to be one of those things I finish recording and I'm like, damn it! I forgot about so-and-so. Well, that's it. I don't need to waste your time. Well, that's about it. Let's hit the dusty trail for this speed episode, shall we? Goddamn. 37 minutes. This has been another episode of the Wait, What Are We Talking About podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed the chaotic nature of this. A quick review, some quick music review stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to catch this podcast live, and go over to twitch.tv/Enigma9011. You can drop a follow over there. You'll get notified when we go live. You can drop in the chat, join on the fun chaos and discussion over there. But if you can't catch it live, that is A-OK. Go over to YouTube and podcast services the very next week, where it's broken out topic by topic and put as 1 week video in MP3 for your amusement on the following Friday. Two last but not least, number one, any way you could support the show would be greatly appreciated. Likes, shares, reviews, subs, follows, all that fun stuff. It may seem small, but it does help the channel grow. So if you take the time to do that, we would love and appreciate you for it. And then last but not least, I know it was a short one. I apologize for that, but hopefully you guys had fun. Remember, guys, if you are catching this the week that this drops, either in parts or in full, Extra Life is happening this Friday, November 24th, 8 p.m. Eastern. You can hop over to twitch.tv, join us for all the fun and chaos over there as we raise some money to help the kids of Children's Miracle Network hospitals, playing a wide variety of games, trying to have a fun time. Any way you could support, whether it's watching, sharing the page, or if you can, donating. Every little bit helps. So anything we could do to help those kids out would be greatly appreciated. Once again, that's Friday, November 24th, 8 p.m., 24 hours of games. Pop in as long as you want, and let's have some fun, and let's help a good cause. But thank you guys for hanging out today for this short but sweet episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.